Styles by Casanova.
I would just gonna have a break on the room just with me there. Okay, go ahead.
Your Honor, I would suggest that we adjourn the PCC today. Between now and the next day, Defense Counsel can send some mitigation information to the office, and we'll consider any reduction if you want to email or send a letter to us.
We already did that, but I will be happy to repeat it.
I don't see it in the file, sir. That's
Okay.
why if you had checked in with me before today, I could have looked into it, but I didn't see it there. And Judge Simpson's heard a lot more today than he needed to about this file. I want to get out of here, so let's.
I could pretty much try the darn thing myself. All right.
I think you're in the world of Judge Simpson. I do not want to annoy him, so.
Thank you, sir. All right, I'll adjourn this so you guys can get all this straight to October 6th, 2022, 9 a.m.
So, Judge, just a second here. Let me check the date. October 6th, 9 a.m.? That's
Yes, or 9 a.m. as your Zoom invite indicates. It'll probably be in the afternoon.
probably in the afternoon again. That's fine, Your Honor.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Finn.
Talk to you later, Ken.
Court calls the case. People versus Candace.
Caitlin Kirby on behalf of the people.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Charles Noe on behalf of Ms. Candace.
And is she present? She is. I need her to identify. Oh, there she
Sorry
is.
about that.
No, it's okay. It's all right. All right. All right, what are we doing?
Good morning, Your Honor. I've had some discussions over email with Ms. Kirby at this time. No offer's been tendered at this time, so my client would be prepared to enter a plea on a proposed resolution, but I believe unless Ms. Kirby's ready to do that, we would need probably 3 to 4 more weeks for me to discuss it with her further if that's necessary.
Miss Kirby, I don't know. Nobody requested I do anything, so I'm like.
So it sounds like we need an adjournment, Your Honor.
All right.
That'd be fine.
Okay. So what I'll do, October 6th, 2022, 9 a.m. Just a reminder, even in light of COVID, phones still work. All right, thank you.
Would that be okay to have that in the afternoon on the 6th? I'm not available.
It's likely that's the block that you'll be setting, sir.
Okay. All right.
I decide everything at 9 and then it gets moved.
All right.
So.
Nothing further.
Thank you. Court calls the case. People versus Natasha Lawson.
Nimish Ganatra, First Assistant Prosecuting Attorney for the People.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Adriana Petrelli standing in for the Attorney of Record, John Freeman, on behalf of Natasha Lawson, who appears here via Zoom.
And she tried to step on like Nimish lines, but she caught herself. No, I'm kidding. All right. And your client is here, Ms. Lawson?
Yes, me.
All right. There she is. All right. And what are we doing?
We just request an adjournment. There's a couple discovery requests that we have for the prosecutor, so we could just get those and go from there.
Probable cause conference, I'll give you to October 6th. So just put this together. October 6th, 2022, 9 a.m. Bond continued.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. Court calls case for Caroline Alford.
Caitlin Kirby on behalf of the people.
John Shea, Your Honor, on behalf of Ms. Alford, and I owe the court an apology because I told Ms. Alford she didn't have to appear, and I apparently was overly presumptuous in that.
Your Honor, I did file an alley in this matter.
John Shea told somebody not to show up. To see,
It was bad advice. I apologize.
But I have a nollie. Is there any objection to the defendant not being present, Ms. Kirby?
No, Your Honor. While it is nice to hear a defense attorney admit that they are wrong, I don't have an objection to that.
I'm wrong all the time. Just ask my significant other.
And I've actually talked to her, and I would agree. She has a lot to say.
Yes.
Anyway, all right, this case, I will waive the defendant's appearance. This case is dismissed. Nollie Press.
Thank you,
you, folks.
And thank you, Ms. Kirby. I appreciate your professionalism in this.
Take care. Court does call the case. People versus William Dooley.
John Shea, Your Honor, with and on behalf of Mr. Dooley, who's present with me to my right.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Elizabeth Ander, Assistant Prosecuting Attorney on behalf of the people.
And Mr. Dooley, don't pay attention to the last hearing. Mr. Shea never makes a mistake. All right. All right, what are we doing on this?
Your Honor, Ms. Andary and I think, have exhausted the discovery path that we've been trotting for the last couple of months, and I have everything I believe that she has available to offer me. And at this time, Mr. Dooley will waive preliminary examination and consent to be bound over to circuit court.
All right, Mr. Dooley, is that correct?
Yes, yes, Your Honor.
And you do understand a preliminary examination is a proceeding where the people have to show by probable cause that the offense alleged was committed and that you committed it.
Yes,
And you understand you'll not have that hearing and proceed to circuit court.
yes.
People also waive their right.
Yes, Your Honor.
Preliminary examination having been waived, defendant is bound over to circuit court on the single count. Mr. Shea, circuit court arraignment.
Your Honor, we acknowledge receipt of the information, waive its reading, stand mute at this time, ask that bond be continued.
And then having waived formal reading, standing mute, court will enter not guilty plea. Pretrial will be set for October 17th, 2022, 1:30, before Judge Brown or his successor.
Okay.
And bond will continue. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge. Thanks for your help there, Elizabeth.
Why are you so loud?
Yeah. Court does call the case. People versus David Atkinson.
Andrew Childers appearing on behalf of the people.
Your Honor, good afternoon. Joe Simon on behalf of Mr. Atkinson. Mr. Atkinson, unmute yourself and state your name, please.
David Lawrence Atkinson.
All right. Well, what are we doing?
And I believe we worked out a plea agreement. The defendant's going to be pleading to count 2, which is on the complaint before the court. The people would dismiss the felony charge, count 1. The only other agreement would be that the defendant is agreeing to forfeit the handgun that was involved in this incident.
Your Honor, all of that is accurate. Mr. Atkinson did submit and we turned in an advice of rights form that I reviewed with him. Hopefully you have that, and then
I did.
he knows that Your Honor will not be the sentencing judge. We didn't have time to get a waiver into Your Honor on that.
Yes. Very good. Mr. Atkinson, can you raise your right hand, please, sir? Do you solemnly swear or affirm testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, Your Honor.
State your name for the record.
David Lawrence Atkinson.
All right, you can put your hand down. Sir, it is this court's understanding that you're going to plead guilty to the charge of reckless use of a firearm. That's a misdemeanor, punishable by up to 90 days incarceration and or a $500 fine plus court cost. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
The court could also, I do have to advise you, suspend any hunting privileges you have for up to 3 years under this charge. You understand that, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. And you do also understand that I would not be your sentencing judge in this case.
Yes, Your Honor. I understand that.
And you would be sentenced before Judge before Judge Perry in the 15th District Court. So, sir, you still wish to plead guilty?
Yes, Your Honor.
And to that charge, how do you plead?
I plead guilty.
Now, you understand that by pleading guilty that you'll not have a trial of any kind?
Yes, Your Honor.
You signed an advice of rights form today, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Any question regarding any of those rights?
No questions, Your Honor. They've been very well explained to me.
By signing? No, anyway,
Yes.
never mind. I just had to throw that out there. All right. Under paragraph 5, those are, you understand that under paragraph 5 are your trial rights, you'll be waiving those rights,
Yes, Your Honor.
as well as all the rights contained on that form. You understand that, sir?
Yes, sir. Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Are you understand also, sir, that you'll be waiving your right to appeal of rank?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Are you on probation or parole?
Yes, Your Honor. I'm on a probation, I believe.
You're on bond right now, Mr.
I'm on
Atkinson.
bond. I'm sorry, sir. Yes,
Okay,
Your Honor.
you're not under the jurisdiction of any other court, are you, sir?
No, sir.
All right.
Oh,
Has anybody promised you anything other than what's been stated here today on the record to get you to plead guilty to this charge?
No, Your Honor.
Has anybody threatened you or coerced you?
No, Your Honor.
You're doing this voluntarily,
Yes, Your Honor.
of your own free will,
Yes, Your Honor.
and because you believe that you are guilty of this offense?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. August 14, 2022, 425 West Washington Street in the city of Ann Arbor, Washtenaw County, state of Michigan. Did you have a firearm in your possession?
Yes.
And what happened with the use of that firearm?
I discharged the firearm in my front lawn.
Okay. And, sir, would you admit doing so you did that in a reckless fashion? Or that it was reckless that you did it at that location?
It was reckless that I did it at that location. Absolutely.
All right. Counsel, have I complied with the court rule? Would it be proper to accept this defendant's plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
Or will accept the defendant's plea of guilty to count 2. Count 1 is dismissed. Pre-sentence investigation and report is ordered at 15th District Court probation. Sentencing will be September 30th, 2022, 9:30, before Judge Perry. Bond will continue.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Court calls the case of the people of the state of Michigan versus, Kiona Shaquisia.
Shakisha Gardner, Your Honor.
Oh, I'm sorry, Shaquisha Gardner. I looked at the wrong part of the file. It's reversed.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Elizabeth Andery, Assistant Prosecuting Attorney on behalf of the people.
Joe Simon on behalf of Ms. Gardner. Ms. Gardner, will you state your name, please?
Shaquisha Gardner.
That's exactly what I said. All right. Okay. Is this going to be a waiver?
It's a plea, Your Honor. Your Honor should be in receipt of the plea form, and I believe a police report sent over by Mr. Simon's office,
All that's accurate, Your Honor.
along with a whole bunch of other documents, I think.
Ms. Andery and I used the telephone yesterday, Your Honor.
I don't have a plea form. Hold on. Okay. Why don't I pass this matter briefly? We have to make sure that one gets printed out. Okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
It's here. It just wasn't in the phone. All right. Court does call the case of the people versus Brendan
Oak.
Oak.
Nimish Ganatra, First Assistant Prosecuting Attorney for the People.
Your Honor, Joe Simon on behalf of Mr. Oak. Mr. Oak, state your name, please. You got to unmute first, Brendan.
Good morning, Your Honor. My name is Brendan Oak.
Okay. And what are we doing on this case?
Your Honor, we're still waiting for lab results from And so I was suggesting we adjourn this case out. I talked to Mr. Simon about that. We didn't talk about a date, but I would suggest something in October when the fall colors are abundantly beautiful.
Your Honor, I'm going to agree with this suggestion about fall colors because this could be one of the tests that's affected by the new Michigan State Police investigation.
Got it. Want to run as far away as I can. So let's do this. I'll adjourn this out then to October 13th. Will that be far enough, do you think, folks?
I'm happy to return that date.
All right, October 13th, 2022, 9 a.m. It's like you're here every day anyway, so I don't know why. Sorry. All right, thank you. And we'll continue. Thank you, Mr. Oak. All right.
Thank you, Honor.
Thank you. Through this real quick. All right. This is the whole. Okay, I see.
Mr. Oak, you can leave the meeting now.
Court does recall the case of the People versus Gardner.
Elizabeth Andery, Assistant Prosecuting Attorney on behalf of People.
And Your Honor, Joe Simon, on behalf of Ms. Gardner. Ms. Gardner, go ahead and state your name again, please.
Shaquisha Gardner.
Okay, I now have before the plea form that indicates that the defendant would be pleading no contest to an added count 2 of malicious destruction of property less than 200. The 93-day offense. Upon her successful plea to that charge, the felony charge would be dismissed. There is an indication also on the plea form that the defendant has full restitution ready to be paid at sentencing, and there would be no objection to a deferred sentence. That is the court's full understanding of the agreement.
That is our understanding as well. I think Ms. Andery, I couldn't quite hear it, indicated that as well. And I will also state, Your Honor, that my client did, I think you should have a sentencing judge waiver, an advice of rights form. Hopefully you do. Those were turned in, and she's ready to enter those pleas. Thank you.
All right. I do have both of those. All right. Ms. Gardner, can you please raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth so help you God?
Shakisha?
Yes. Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Take your name again for the record, please.
It's Shaquisha Gardner.
All right. You can put your hand down. All right, ma'am. It's this court's understanding that you're going to plead guilty to the charge of malicious destruction of property less than $200. That is, as indicated, is a 93-day misdemeanor, or punishable by 93 days incarceration and a $500 fine plus court costs. The fine could be increased to 3 times the value of the property destroyed. If that's greater than $500, that would become the maximum fine. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
You also understand, as Mr. Simon has indicated, that there's a sentencing judge waiver. You would be sentenced before Judge Washington. Although
Yeah.
I'm taking your plea. You understand that? Do you understand what a no contest plea is?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. 2 things about it I want you to make sure that you understand is it first means that you're not desirous or wanting to contest this charge. You understand that?
Honor.
Second thing you need to understand is that for purposes of sentencing, the court will treat you the same as though you had pled guilty. You understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. While it may be obvious basis for the no contest plea, Mr. Simon.
Potential of civil liability, Your Honor.
All right. Thank you. All right. So, ma'am, to that charge, how do you plead?
No contest.
Now, you understand that by pleading no contest, you'll not have a trial of any kind.
Yes, Your Honor.
You signed an advice of rights form?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, any questions regarding any of those rights?
No, Your Honor.
Looking at paragraph 5, those are your rights which are part of a trial. You understand that you're giving up those rights as well as all the rights in that form.
Yes, Your Honor.
You understand you're giving up your right to appeal of right.
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you on probation or parole?
No, I am not.
Has anybody promised you anything other than what's been stated here today on the record to get you to plead to this charge?
No, Your Honor.
Anybody threaten you or coerce you?
No.
You're doing this voluntarily
Yes, I am, Your Honor.
and of your own free will.
Your Honor.
All right. The court has been provided Washington County Sheriff's Office report for their case number 2244607 and has reviewed same. Any objection to the court reviewing that document?
No, Your Honor.
No, Your Honor.
On review of that document, the court does find that there's a sufficient factual basis in which the court could determine the defendant's guilt of this offense. Counsel, have I complied with the court?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will accept the defendant's plea of no contest to count 2. Count 1 is dismissed. Pre-sentence investigation and report is ordered at 14B District Court. Sentencing in this matter will be October 13th, 2022 at 10 a.m. before Judge Washington. Bond on this matter will continue. Thank you, folks.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Ms. Gardner. Is that it for that block? That is it for that block. Finish up just on time. We'll be back for our 2 o'clock block momentarily. Court stands in recess.
Girl, you hitting me. Housewives of Dubai.